FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Professor Ghannam, you talk about the recent election in Israel, though you could say a shift to the hardline political blocs there. In the last several days, I've read various accounts of Palestinians who say they welcome this.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
And it surprised me to see this, but the logic is this. If there is a harsher government in Israel, that this will point out to the rest of the world who may or may not be watching this closely that this is exactly what's going on and this is what Palestinians have to face. Now, this seems counterintuitive to me, but can you talk about that just briefly if you can?
Oh, I think that's absolutely how I feel because it's how many Palestinians feel. They welcome I'm sorry to use this metaphor, they welcome the lifting of the veil on what Israel is really about. That's kind of a mixing of using of an interesting metaphor there. But I think there's a welcoming of the kind of bringing to the fore the reality of the racist, brutal nature of Israeli policies as it's being exercised on Palestinians living in Gaza, West Bank, and as the 1.5 million Palestinians living, as Israeli citizens. There's a welcoming of that kind of breaking through of that reality into the narrative of the public discourse in this country. People know about it in other parts of the world, but in this country, that reality has been kind of denied or sequestered or not allowed as an appropriate narrative or discourse. And I think the reality of Avigdor Lieberman, the reality of Benjamin Netanyahu, and the reality of Tzipi Livni, who uses nice language, but in fact has said on many occasions that if there were a two-state solution, that she would want the 1.5 million Palestinians with Israeli citizenship to go to the West Bank or to go to Gaza. This is like unbelievable that this is coming from the most progressive person in the Israeli, among Israeli politicians. So I welcome that wholeheartedly. I think Americans and American foreign policy analysts and people in Washington should see clearly, unequivocally, what Israel is about and what the real policy is about.
Anyone among the panelists?
Well, I have to say, I differ with my friend Jess on this. I really don't welcome to see a racist, fascist government.
It's already
formed.
there.
Neither I would welcome to see somebody who is a racist elected here to become a senator in this country or an anti-Semite becoming a congressperson. I don't think the election of Netanyahu is going to move the peace process forward or the rise in power and strength of Avigdor Lieberman, who has been, by the way, described by the Israeli, many commentators in the Israeli media as a racist and a fascist. I mean, this is not a terminology that has been invented by Palestinians. I don't think that will be helpful to our future. I'm talking to our future. I'm talking about the future of Palestinians and the future of Israelis on either side. I don't